Welcome to the Retro Video Store Podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to the Retro Video Store Podcast. I'm your host, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
And that's my co-host, Neil.
I'm Neil. And who is too freaking lazy to just put out all the damn fires and show up?
I know, that'd be David. He shows up for one thing, one show, leaves the money on the table for us, and then leaves.
And leaves. I told him take his rake. If you rake the forests, take your rake, buddy. Everything will be great. But does he listen? No.
Yeah, so David, stay safe out there. We'll wait for you. Next week, we're doing, finally, we've keep skipping around the works of one Steven Seagal.
Oh, God damn it.
We're going to do Marked for Death, which is I think is the apex of his movies. Out for Justice is a little, it's about the same, but Marked for Death is more entertaining in my mind. We'll finally get to talk about one Steven Seagal before we slide into spooky season.
I got things to say about Steven Seagal.
I know, that's why it's going to be great.
I got things to
all
say.
These pent up opinions about Steven Seagal for 5, almost 6 years now. We've talked about it. So,
well, as somebody who takes martial arts seriously, I have opinions on Steven Seagal.
Now I'm going to check right here to see. Next week might be our 250th episode. Let me check.
And we're going to crown it with that turd.
Oh no, we got 2 more episodes. So this week will be 249 and 250 will be Marked for Death. So it'll be a banner 250th episode with Marked for Death.
Oh, and I noticed you did not reply to my text when I was telling you, hey, we're going to head down and take a little family vacation in Orange County, maybe hit Disneyland, try to get you to come down, try to get you to spend a little time.
Yeah, it's Jamie and I's 25th wedding anniversary, so we
you can bone at Disneyland. They got nice hotels. You can
in the
bone
happiest
there.
place.
That you would be happiest. She would still be mildly disappointed, but content.
Mm-hmm. So, what we were to watch? What movie are we talking about today?
I'm sorry, I can't get past it. I'm just thinking about you. Oh, hey, Jamie.
Gosh, Jamie.
What do you think we should do now?
Oh, Jay Willikers, man.
Oh gosh, it's been a long time. I say we head on back to the hotel room. We're talking about Kickboxer.
Kickboxer from 1989. We've been on a little bit of a Van Damme streak.
Yeah,
lately.
Boxers who kick, the kickboxer, the kicking boxer.
Yeah, we did Universal Soldier a couple of weeks ago, and we figured that we should do Kickboxer because we haven't done a pure martial arts movie, if you want to call it that, in a while.
It's what though, it is just way too many Van Dammes in a row. I don't know if you cook for work, but I meal prep, and then by Thursday, I'm I open it up okay, it's gonna be something different. Oh fuck. It's the
same stuff.
It's
again.
The same shit again and again.
Not Van Damme's butt again.
He really loves to block a high punch and then do three or four shots to the midsection. It's his favorite thing.
Hold on, before we get into it too deep, let's do what we always do.
Let's get into it too deep.
Too deep.
Jean-Claude's nutsack wiggling all over the place.
Man, he showed his beanbag a lot in this stupid little outfit he was wearing at the end. It's whoa.
Hey, Jean-Claude.
Hey, Jean. Put that thing away. All right, let's do what we always do. Neil, what did you watch this week?
Well, speaking of deep, I watched a movie called Deep Cover. It's got Bryce Dallas Howard, Orlando Bloom, and then the other actor I only know from Ted Lasso. They're improv actors that get roped into the underworld.
I heard about the concept. It seemed like it was going to be funny, but I hadn't watched it.
It was pretty funny. There's a scene where they got to hack up a body. Freaking laugh my ass off as much as you can at any dismemberment.
All right.
And then just out of nowhere, my wife was like, "Hey, let's watch Ponyo."
Oh, the Studio Ghibli movie.
Yeah, Hayao Miyazaki, man, that stuff's amazeballs.
Oh yeah,
so,
really good.
Yeah, that's really all I watched this week. Just like some series kind of TV stuff and some cooking shows and things like that. But yeah, deep cover in Ponyo. So let's hear it.
So I've been falling asleep to movies a lot lately, like taking a nap in the middle of the day and then watching a movie.
You're old.
I am old. I come home from work and I'm just like, so tired. So I'll take a nap. And I have watched part of An Officer and Gentleman. I've watched part of Pulp Fiction.
I ain't got nowhere to go.
Still a good movie. Love that movie. And then I watched pretty much all of Urban Cowboy the other day that was on. It woke up, it started, and I was just like, oh, I'm going to settle into this and just kind of watch it. Just makes me think about what life would be at the Top Deck Bar in Farmington, New Mexico.
Oh. I've never had an urge to watch that movie. I've seen pieces of it, but I've never had an urge to watch it all the way through.
I told Jamie they should be called Dumb People in Love. Because it's basically the story of, John Travolta plays Bud, and he's like this hayseed from Spur, Texas, and he goes to Houston to earn some money, starts working on the pipeline, and then he falls in love with Deborah Winger's character, Sissy, and they're both rednecks, and they both like to go to Gillies bar, and they dance and fight and feud and fuck, and then they're married, and then she winds up cheating on him, and he cheats on her, and they finally get back together, and it's just really, it's a fun artifact of the cowboy boom in the early 80s.
Hey, do you want to go to Gillies or something like that?
Oh my God, check out this bull.
We could get on this mechanical bull. It's going to totally throw you somewhere. It's going to be great.
I can't have kids anymore because of this bull.
Mr. Cutter, I saw you at Gillies.
So, it is a guilty pleasure. We watched it so much in the 80s. My mom had the soundtrack on vinyl, which now I have because I took it from the house. And it's got a pretty good soundtrack.
Your mom is probably shuffling around right now trying to find that damn record, you bastard.
And then it's just a fun, cheesy artifact of the 80s. It's one of those that it's kind of like a comfort viewing. You can lay down and watch it and kind of go, huh, that's stupid. Man, they're dumb. And just kind of get into it,
I'll find a Jerry Springer clip or like a Phil Donahue sort of thing on YouTube. If I really need to see something dumb and feel good about myself, that's where I go. Like, I've made nothing but great choices in my life. Thank you for reaffirming that, stupid people.
I watched a few episodes of, this is a series, so this is a new one for me, of Hunting Wives on Netflix.
Jesus Christ, dude. It's like you won't commit to series TV, and when you do, you watch that fucking turd.
It is sleazy as hell. Lots of softcore lesbianism, and it is just cheesy as fuck. Oh shit! One thing I did watch, I was on.
You got distracted by softcore lesbians.
Well, that spurred me to think about another thing. I watched. I was looking on Tubi, and it recommended some really awful movie with Sylvia Crystal for me.
There's a blast from the past.
It recommended Lady Chatterley's Lover, and that was awful. I watched about 20 minutes of it. There was copious nudity, but it was really bad. Sylvia is just not a great actress. Rest in peace, Sylvia.
Yeah, nobody's watching for her acting chops.
Let me find the name of it. It was Movies. It was a terrible, sex comedy, but it was just I can't believe how bad it was. But there it was on Tubi. Hell, can't really even find it looking at it on her thing. It's about this kids having kids, I guess, young adults having a fling on their last summer at the beach and stuff like that. And it was just, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I can't even remember the name of it now. I'm looking at her filmography and it's not jumping out at me. But I do remember a lot of other movies like Emmanuelle, Lady Chatterley's Lover. She was on Private Lessons. Yeah, Emmanuelle Forever. She was the queen of Cinemax back in the day.
There's a fucking glow about you right now as you look at these titles and say these things, and I feel like I shouldn't be here for this.
Emmanuelle's Revenge, huh? That's interesting. She was in the Maxwell Smart movie, The Nude Bomb. Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. That. It was freaking terrible. Anyway, this movie was just terrible Euro sex comedy coming of age movie. And it was just, I couldn't believe that people watched it. And yet I was watching it.
So. Yeah, you were watching it. So yeah, let's not kid ourselves here, bud.
Yeah, it was not good, but interesting.
And she was Dutch, yes.
Let's see here.
Isn't she
Sylvia
Dutch?
Maria Crystal was a Dutch actress and model who appeared in over 50 films.
There's two things I can't stand: people that are intolerant of other cultures, and the Dutch.
Yes.
Name that movie.
Goldmember.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Smoking a pancake. Banging a blintz.
She died in 2012, so it's been a while. Set your cable box to blurry for a minute.
Speaking of which, we lost General Zod.
Oh, I saw that. Terrence Stamp.
Yeah.
Kneel before Zod. That's one of the best line readings of all time.
I didn't quite understand the outfits. Looked like they were headed to Studio 54. Didn't look like they were out for world domination. But
yeah, that was just so weird to me because Superman gives up his power so easily in that movie. Just giving up my powers just for Lois.
Oh, speaking of which, the new one, you can already get that on the Amazons.
Yeah, you can already rent it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
But not bad. I'll watch it again. It was pretty good.
I'd watch it again too. I really enjoyed it. We've had a run of some really good superhero movies. Thunderbolts, Superman. I enjoy the Fantastic Four. I guess not a lot of people did, but I thought it was.
It's so weird to me that I understand, like, it's going to make $500 million, but people are like, "Oh, it's underperforming. It's not. It's going to be a bomb." It's like $500 million. Iron Man, the first Iron Man, did make $500 million. It just seems like the expectations for the MCU are so out of whack that that people are like expecting Infinity War and Endgame every movie, and it's just not the way it is.
I am digging the. I'm seeing a lot of practical effects and rigging work for the new Spider-Man flick.
Yes, and they're being very open about the behind the scenes stuff, which is kind of cool.
Well, I mean,
building up the hype.
Having him like swinging out in the open in the middle of the day. The rig is really cool. How it takes him from side to side, and then they're driving down, and he looks like he grabs and shoots webs and shit. It looks really cool. I am super stoked to see that.
I'm excited to see a street level Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, not intergalactic Spider-Man.
Yeah, just him and the Punisher and a couple of other. I think the Hulk's supposed to be in it.
Dude, John Bernthal. God, he is so great. We've had some really good Punishers. John Bernthal is really good, but Ray Stevens, is that his name? His the Punisher Warzone, I think it was. His was brutal. He is what I pictured when I pictured Frank Castle. The dude's just gigantic, and he comes down. He just big, no mercy, fully prepared. Blows everybody away. It was, if you haven't seen his Punisher film, you should watch it.
I've been wanting to watch Alien Earth. I hear it's really good.
We are waiting because we want to watch all of it.
Yeah, I hear some people are mad because it kind of negates some of the lore of the other movies and kind of sticks to 1 and 2. But I think that's a good thing. I don't want to. To me, Prometheus was dumb. Alien Covenant was dumb. Alien Romulus, I guess they're sticking with Alien Romulus Alien and Aliens. And I think that's probably a wise move because it just, just the whole Alien versus Predators,
Yeah,
a lot of potential that was wasted.
I was reading some online movie stuff, and it said that the timeline for this happens before Aliens. So wait, like that wouldn't make sense because then they would know that the aliens existed, and freaking like what are they doing to Ripley at this point? So I don't know the accuracy on that. I want to watch it and see, but I am super stoked to watch that, but I'm saving it for when there's nothing else.
Well, one thing I think is interesting is that there's a bunch of other like harmful aliens in the ship too. The xenomorph is one of them, probably the worst one, but there's like other weird shit that's on that ship that crashes on Earth as well. So it's an interesting concept to me. So
it'd be great to have a Predator on there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've been watching the trailer for that new Predator movie, Badlands.
Yeah, that looks interesting.
You actually hear one speak. Well, they did it in the cartoon, and the cartoon was kind of fun. Mm-hmm. But I'm kind of digging this. There's some movies I'm really, really excited to see.
Yeah, there's some good stuff coming out. I'm excited too. I'm excited for spooky season. We really need, since we're at the beginning of the episode and people haven't tuned us out yet, hopefully, because we haven't started talking about Kickboxer properly yet. We will here in a minute, but I need some suggestions for spooky season. I need some late 80s, 90s, even early 2000s horror movies.
Dude,
stuff that we haven't got to yet.
We need like Chud. We need, what are they, the Ghoulies? We need the Ghoulies.
We haven't done Pumpkinhead yet. We still need to do Pumpkinhead.
Critters. We need some Critters.
Yeah. I prefer Critters 2 over Critters 1. Critters 2 is like it's like the Evil Dead 2 of the Critters franchise where they took all the money they made from the first one and rolled it in, no pun intended, rolled it into the next.
That is god dang, that is one of the best parts of that movie, that critter ball.
I think it's awesome. Yeah. So good. All right. Let's do what we came here to do.
We're kind of nerds. We watch a lot of movies. I love this.
We do.
we should record ourselves talking about movies a lot.
I think so. Yeah.
See if people listen, like 3 or 4.
You know what is we don't get a huge amount of listeners compared to other podcasts. We get a decent amount, but I always enjoy the fact that 6 out of 7 continents listen to us every week.
Here's what I got to say about the other podcasts. I got a little something to say about that. So let's say you and I are sitting in my local pub, right? Mm-hmm. Enjoying a lovely beverage, preferably a Guinness or a bourbon. I know you like drinks with umbrellas, but let's just pretend you got a man drink at one point.
Okay.
And someone was to come up and say, "Oh, hey, you sound like a podcast I listen to." And then you would look at them and say, "Perchance, is it the Retro Video Store podcast?" And they would say, yes, it is. And you know what we'd do? We'd sit down and have a beverage with that person and chat with them. That's what we would do. The other people, probably not so much. Because you know why? We're cool like that.
Yeah. We're like the ground level Spider-Man out there.
That's right. We're on the rig swinging back and forth.
Yes. We're
talking about movies.
Local stuff, local deals. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Let's talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme trying to act and show emotion in Kickboxer from 1989.
So you want me to walk up and smile and tussle the little boy's head? I can do that. Just the fucking okay. Just I don't really want to talk about the movie per se, like linearly. I have some weird observations about it. The whole movie was like a Mentos commercial with kicking. It's
Fresh goes better.
Yeah. Awkward. Like, oh, I walk down the street. Awkward smile. Look at this interesting situation that I am into.
My brother and I are on a boat, but are we brothers or are we not?
Not. The way he puts his arm, we sit very close. Oh, I take some flowers from this woman. And I give her the Mentos.
He picks up a lady of the night in Thailand. Is it a lady? We don't know.
I just fully expect it every time they turn around to like throw a thumbs up and go, Mentos, the fresh maker. It was
goes better. Mentos,
full of light. Mentos. I don't know what it was. It looked like a fucking Mentos commercial to me. The whole thing, but with kicking.
The funny thing about this movie, it is unintentionally hilarious all over the place. It is just so much stuff that just cracked me up. And Jean-Claude trying to be sad about his brother.
You don't understand. That's the way they fight over here. He's kicking the wall. Blasters, bring them down.
It's just he makes Arnold Schwarzenegger look like Daniel Day-Lewis.
I drank your milkshake. I drank your milkshake right up.
I've abandoned my boy. Dude, like Arnold. I've abandoned my boy.
I've abandoned my boy on the way to the chopper.
Yeah, it is. Whew. You want to hit us with the Internet Movie Database tagline?
Yeah, sure. Kurt Sloan must learn the ancient kickboxing art of Muay Thai in order to avenge his brother.
But does he really do any Muay Thai?
Not really.
Just, you kick me, I kick you. You kick me, I kick you.
And then I kick you back. So, I mean, Muay Thai. I mean, if I had to put a guy that did like karate, and I think Jean-Claude studied Shotokan. If I'm, you know what, let's look that up.
So this is primarily to me a training movie, even more than Bloodsport is a training movie. This is a training movie where you get to see Jean-Claude get twisted into many different shapes. We're gonna kill ourselves with that French accent. Is French accent the only accent that you can do without being like, you know? Because next week I got my Jamaican accent lined up for Marked for Death. Screwface.
Okay, so he did do Shotokan, which is what I remember. But it says he did kickboxing, karate, Muay Thai. Yeah, but did he? Taekwondo, Shotokan, and full contact karate.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't move like a Muay Thai guy. And most of the time when I've seen a guy that did karate as opposed to a guy that does Muay Thai, the guy that does Muay Thai tends to do a lot better because they train to hit. There's no forms. There's no. It's just elbows, fists, knees, and feet. It's the art of 8 limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Jean-Claude.
No high kicks and you know spin kicks and repeated kicks to the face while you're bouncing on one leg and stuff. No.
Yeah. Tell you, none of that tappy stuff. What do you think when they were practicing in the park? What do you think those guys that have grown up in Thailand, that watched Muay Thai their whole life, thought about watching those two white guys tap ass with each other? That sounded bad the way I said that. in the park.
They got arrested in the park?
To do what did he do?
Well, his brother Eric in the movie, Eric Sloan, who was played by what the hell's his name? Dennis Alexo. He looked like he could be.
He had the mustache for it.
He had the mustache for it. Yes, exactly.
I very well expected you to send me some weird clip on Instagram with him in it going, what's that hole in the wall for? Well, it's a special hole in the wall. All the weird dialogue that you like to send.
I love this Instagram account. It's called Homo Macabre. and all they do is just show dialogue from guy on guy adult films. And
gay porn. It's gay porn.
Gay porn. And it just cracks me up because the acting is so atrocious.
Okay, so Dave, if you're listening, fuck you. When I was sending you all those weird like people that think they have like seeing ability, because that kills me. Though some of those ones I sent you, man, are pure gold. Pure gold. It is nowhere near the level of the weird shit that you post, that you share in the group chat.
Yeah, Neil loves people who can't sing.
Oh, it's so good.
And who sincerely post videos to Instagram of them singing like Evanescence or there's this one group.
The two dudes. They send you with the two dudes. Wake me up. Did I send you that one?
I think so. Everybody tries to do Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, and it is just awful. Or some people who try to do Down with the Sickness, and they can't you know.
Can you feel that?
I, on the other hand, love really awful, dangerous workplace safety videos. That's like the cream of the crop to me, is watching like a violent, bloody workplace safety video.
Super entertaining. I'll give you
I
that.
just
Those are
love
good.
those beyond anything. And I also love cringy dialogue from awful movies. And nothing is worse than dialogue from a gay porno. And
For me, it's about the total lack of self-awareness. Like
yes.
I sent you that guy with the mullet that likes to do karaoke that can't sing and has like 2 dance moves and does it over and over again. He has one where apparently he's taken up nunchucks and what's like how badass he is. He's got guys that throw frisbees and he whacks the frisbees with the nunchucks and turns around and does poses. Oh, it's so gold. It's so gold.
You would like this video podcast. It's last podcast on the left, but they do last stream on the left every Wednesday. And it's basically what we do. They find the worst videos and they watch them. And, there's one called Turn Off the Stream. And it's just where they find the most cringiest video possible and try to last through it before turning it off. And it's just fair. It's kind of what we do organically, but they do it, they do
we would last all the way through. That's the difference.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Those guys are rank amateurs.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Okay, let's go back to talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So, blah, 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 blah. It made some money, blah, 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 blah. It had some box office. Nobody cares. Let's talk about how ass this movie was.
Hold on. Let's talk about the director, David Worth. He was also primarily a cinematographer.
Wait, try to do it again.
We're not worth. Hold on.
Thank you.
So here's his filmography starting in 1975. He did one called Poor Pretty Eddie, a movie called Hard Knocks, then a movie called Doing It in 1982, which he did his cinematography under a pseudonym. Then he did Kickboxer, Lady Dragon 2, a movie called Chain of Command, True Vengeance, Shark Attack 2, and Shark Attack 3. So, yeah, he's got a nice... Shark Attack 3's got a nice poster. Shark Attack 3, Megalodon, the terror has surfaced. Yes.
I think I'll skip it.
So this was... The story is by the director and a guy named Glenn A. Bruce and Mark DeSalle and Jean-Claude Van Damme, who contributed to the story. Good job, Jean-Claude.
And he did the martial arts choreography. Don't forget that.
Yes, he did do martial arts choreography.
Do we have enough kicking? We have a little boxing, but not enough kicking.
Enough splits?
Oh, so the fucking dance scene, dude. The dance scene.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
wearing
the dance scene.
I don't want to. I guess I don't want to. It's the gayest outfit I've ever seen. the little weird suspender singlet bodysuit thing he's wearing under with khaki pants with pleats. And his clothes. And I mean, there are people that do it. It just seems weird to me. But his pants way up at his natural waist. Yeah, really high.
Way high pants. Way high pants. I have a hard time with that.
Do you know who distributed this movie in the United States?
Who distributed this movie in the United States?
The Cannon Group.
Boom.
Our favorite movie studio, Cannon. Who is responsible for so many wonderful movies. Is there a particular star they may have worked with that outshines any others? Well, Chuck Norris they've done a lot of Chuck Norris movies. They also did The Happy Hooker Goes to Washington, Cheerleader Beach Party, God's Gun. I love how you're trying to fill the time of trying to talk about this with reading the shitty movies. This is good. Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hype. All right. The Apple, which is, have you ever seen any of The Apple? No. Truly watch the trailer or a snippet from The Apple. A movie called Hot Bubblegum. Ugh. Then he did, of course, they were responsible for Enter the Ninja, Death Wish 2, Lady Chatterley's Lover, which we mentioned a little bit ago, The Last American Virgin, Revenge of the Ninja. Yeah, just so many. Breakin' 2. Breakin' also was Jean-Claude's. Van Damme was in Breakin'.
Yep, in the
To give them
background.
in the background dancing with Tong Po. Tong Po is the guy who plays Tong Po is dancing with him, and the guy who plays Tong Po is not from Thailand. He is from Morocco, and if you look at him, they pretty much in this is the term yellow faced him for for the role. Yeah. So if you look at Michael,
I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna let you say it. I ain't gonna say it. You just keep saying it. I'm just gonna sit here.
Miguel Kissi, Quissi, Kissi played Tong Po. And if you look at him, he is also in Bloodsport, and he gets beat up by why can't I think of his name in Bolo Young's character.
No, it's Bolo Young. Who cares?
Bolo Young, but he was, what was the name of Bloodsport? He was the best guy, you know. Why can't I think of it? Oh my God. This is an elderly moment by me. Bolo Young, he was, oh my God. I'm gonna get all my credibility taken away. Chong Li.
Oh,
Chong Li.
Chong Li.
Yes.
Yes. Of the Chong
Bloodsport
Lees.
is a far superior movie to this movie.
Just showing up wearing random sports gear. But I need you to teach me how to kick and to fight, so that one day I may box with kicks and call it the kick fighting, the kickboxer. I need this.
Despite that, it is better by far than this. So, did you know that Jean-Claude Van Damme's first role was in a movie called Monaco Forever? Mm-hmm. What was the name of his character in Monaco Forever?
Monaco, I couldn't tell you.
The gay karate man.
Oh, was it? What was it again, Eric?
The gay karate man. What is up with this episode?
You want to know a secret? I knew what his character was called. I just wanted to
make me say it. Yes. Monaco Forever is a 1984 American film directed by William A. Levy, starring Charles Pitt as the American jewel thief in Monaco. The film runs 48 minutes and is most notable for the first, although brief, appearance of Jean-Claude Van Damme as a character credited as Gay Karate Man. So, yes.
It is okay if you don't do it for free, as long as you get paid.
Yes. So this movie made a lot of money, actually, for its budget. About $2.7 million, and made $50 million worldwide, which is pretty good for the considering the budget. Van Damme collaborated on the story, which is designed to capitalize on the blood sport momentum, and it has a little bit more scene authenticity because they filmed it in Thailand, so that production value of being in Thailand makes it a little better. Yeah, but let's talk about the movie.
Yeah, 30 minutes in. What the hell? Let's just
So Kurt is Jean-Claude Van Damme's character, and his brother is Eric, and his brother Eric is the kickboxing champion. And he legitimately
We're not sure.
He was legitimately was a kickboxing champion. Surprising. So, of course, if your hero is like the little brother, what is going to happen to the big brother?
Well, you know what? We need to push the story along by something dire happening to the big brother. Disney likes to off parents, so we've got to go at the brother in this one.
Mm-hmm. Vengeance is always the key in motivator. And so many. Neil's go Slinky. It's Slinky.
Look at the size of this thing. And then there's the Slinky.
That's what she said. So Kurt, Jean-Claude Van Damme's character, is a little kind of wussy at the beginning. He's not as good as his brother in.
Okay, yeah. You want to talk about? I'm sorry, I gotta go. Want to talk about the weirdest character development of all time? They're like, oh, don't fight, don't fight. I don't want to do this. And all of a sudden, he shows up at a random store in Thailand, in a country that you're not a citizen of. I have a rule when I travel abroad: don't get arrested. Don't do something to get yourself arrested. And then what's he do? Gets in a freaking fist fight with some kicking. Very little boxing, like a kickboxer. Totally, he's like, oh, don't do it. One day you can be like me, kid. Oh shucks, big brother. One day I wish to be like you. But until then, I will keep speaking with this outrageous accent. And then just head off into the woods to learn Muay Thai from a guy. How's he paying him? I don't know. But
pro bono Muay Thai work.
Bono. And then all of a sudden, he's willing to throw down with any random thug.
Yeah, there is a lot of weird plot points. There's the Taiwanese mafia who are supporting Tong Po and shaking down people, and of course his master or his mentor, his niece or daughter or whatever, is running the little shop in town, and of course Jean-Claude, saves her and then fights goons. There's a lot of random goon fighting in this one.
It took me days to fix this store. Literally knocked over like a thing of vegetables. You are the slowest person to clean I have ever met in my entire life, ma'am.
That would be a good video game, just Goon Fighter, where you're just fighting random goons. You never level up or anything like that. There's no boss fight. Just throw some goons after you.
What are your thoughts on goons, Eric?
Goons. Hired goons.
Hired goons.
Yes. They're they are the white storm. They're the stormtroopers of karate movies.
True. You know what else bothers me? Okay, here's something else bothers me. Jean-Claude does not like to make eye contact when he fights. Have you noticed there's a lot of him? It's pose fighting. He does something and he poses kind of so he can flex, to hold the pose. But he's always staring off into the distance. He rarely, when he's doing his big time shots, is like looking right at the guy.
Yeah, he's always like, kind of off to the side.
You're always off to the side.
And he's doing the split monkey steals a peach move. Or monkey punches the peach, and it's his case.
Monkey tickles the beanbag.
Yeah, of course his brother's going to get his ass kicked and then winds up paralyzed by Tong Po. And yeah, it's ridiculous. And I love when he's going to get ice for his brother. Then he sees Tong Po kicking the pillars and stuff like that, and how he's trying to emote that he's warier but it looks like his mouth is open constantly when he's emoting. Just he never reached the apex of his acting when he got the powder thrown in his eyes and blood spart.
Oh God, that was peak Van Damme.
That to me is the best. Or when in Hard Target, when he unholsters his leg,
pull the coat back to the side
so you can see his leg. Yeah.
Oh, I just remember who did I see that movie with? Did we see that?
I think we saw it together.
And I think we were both laughing so hard when he did that people were telling us to be quiet because it was so ridiculous.
So back in the day, there was a magazine called Film Threat. And it was it did a lot of independent movies, underground movies and stuff like that. So it really influenced my taste a lot. When Film Threat magazine came out, I would always get it. And they talked about John Woo and how amazing his movies were, like, A Better Tomorrow and The Killer and Hard Boiled and all those movies. And eventually I read that, John Woo was going to do an American movie, and it's going to be Hard Target with Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I was like, God damn, I got to see this. And this is before we had any access in Farmington, New Mexico to any of those John Woo movies. I just knew it by reputation that it was going to be fucking awesome, or his directing style was going to be awesome. So I think I was really looking forward to it. And it was kind of watered down John Woo, but it was still fun. And it was still,
Was there a sideways jump with two guns in slow motion? Maybe some doves?
Yes, that is.
Any point?
There's always doves. That's a John Woo trademark. Maybe not as many as his Face Off.
What was the one with Chow Yun Fat? The Killer?
He did The Killer and A Better Tomorrow, and Hard Boiled. I think Chow Yun Fat was like the the primary star of the early John Woo pictures.
Well deserved. And then he did that dumbass movie where he was a monk with Sean William Scott. I believe that was, yeah.
It's a Bulletproof Monk?
Bulletproof Monk, yeah. Yeah. That made me sad.
So Eric gets paralyzed, and when
Eric gets paralyzed.
Eric gets paralyzed. I just love when Kurt, JCVD, throws in the towel and Tong Po just kicks the towel away, and Jean-Claude is just just can't help to show his rage.
Yeah, it was really bizarre because you didn't think they would have the technology in the 80s where that force field came around there, and there's no way he could have gone over those ropes. At that point, your brother's already lost the fight and getting his ass kicked. Have you thought about it's just three of them? Mm-hmm. They're a little springy. You're Captain Hoppy McLeg Kicky Man. You could right over that thing. But you know what? Force field. Poor Jean-Claude stuck outside watching because of the force field.
So Jean-Claude finds the guy who's the famed Muay Thai trainer, and his name is Jean? Or is that, am I pronouncing that right? I feel bad when I try to pronounce these names.
Japanese, so I can help you. This, no.
He's kind of like the Mr. Miyagi of Thailand. He does the chore-based training.
Yep. And then I got sticks. I'm going to hit you with sticks. I got these long sticks. I'll learn you some good Muay Thai with these sticks.
There's no better chore-based training than in the Enter the 36 Chamber of Shaolin.
True.
Where you've got to walk up the hill holding buckets of water with blades on your arms, and you don't want on your biceps. You don't want to stab yourself by keeping your. I'm doing the motion. Obviously, you can't see it.
But you know what? I got it. I'm there with you.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're
talking about. If you've seen Enter the 36 Chamber of Shaolin, which is the best training martial arts movie ever made.
Now I really want to listen to some Wu-Tang Clan.
Cash rules everything around me. So, he's doing all this training and stuff, and he has a romance with Mai Li. And, the worst thing, and I'm skipping way ahead, is, all right, there's already enough sauce for the goose. He's already got, revenge. Sauce. He's trained really good.
There's enough sauce for the goose. What the hell? You turn into like a Southern grandfather. There's enough sauce for this goose.
Actually,
boy.
I always say, always pick that up for Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, because he's, they're, Savick asks Spock, why is Kirk doing this? He's like, more sauce for the goose. I always kind of use that as a term in my lexicon of my terms.
My favorite one is he did a lot of LDS in the 60s.
So Tong Po sexually assaults poor Mai Li out of nowhere. It's just
and just shows up and in the you know what? I like me a good grimy warehouse. That takes Tong Po. That makes little Tong Po very, very excited.
I think it's a prerequisite if you're with a mob, and you got to have a good grimy warehouse where you do nefarious things. Yeah, just too much plot elements. And there's a guy who's the ex special forces guy,
Winston.
Yeah,
and what
special forces guy.
What was Winston about? Winston is just drinking and banging ladyboys and doing God knows what in Thailand.
Yeah, living his best life, Well,
I don't know about that. I know a couple dudes that retired to Thailand, and they come back to the States every now and then for like medical treatment, and they look like hammered shit when they get back here. They do not look like they've been living their best life in Thailand.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, his insurance to, Kurt has trained up. He's ready to fight. He does the dancing goon goon fight scene where his master sends him to get drunk, and he's a terrible drunk actor. When he's drunk,
very.
it's awful.
And
he's dancing, doing his.
Who knew you didn't need to move your feet to dance? You just keep your feet in place and just really got to get it going with the elbows, and you're fine.
Yeah,
Thanks for reinforcing all those white people stereotypes, Jean-Claude. I really appreciate you. Not even listening to the words or the beat, just kind of going crazy. And those poor Thai girls that were in that scene were just like, "Oh, fuck it, we're getting paid. We'll dance next. We'll dance next to this ball bag."
So, in order to tip the balance into Tong Po's favor, not that it wasn't already, the mafia kidnaps his brother, kidnaps his master, kidnaps his girlfriend after assaulting her, and then they set up the fight in the old ways, which is really
okay. Can we talk about how dumb the like, you know what? We can't do any real training until we go to these old ruins. We gotta train at the ruins. That's how we know he's getting the legit experience. Like, if you're not training in front of ruins, then you're not doing it. Okay, Daniel, Mr. Miyagi, got to go to the beach. He's from Okinawa. It's an island. That's where you're going to get the best training.
Mm-hmm. I was just expecting Sagat to pop out and challenge Jean-Claude.
Tiger uppercut.
Thailand winner. You lose. I love the sounds the agonizing sounds when you lose. You're like,
it's we could get one of those pitch things and be right on target every time.
and then when you after you've lost and the countdown clock is on and you just your face is all jacked up and you're just like
you're the guy's like, don't put another fucking quarter in. Can I say how ripped off I feel that of all the years I went to Japan to train, it was literally on the third floor of like a business building. I didn't get to go to like ruins or anything. Like occasionally we would go out to like a campground, like a Japanese campground. And I know we bothered the shit out of the people there, but our teachers would have us lay down mats and do stuff there. I never going to be that Jean-Claude level when I'm able to walk downstairs and get a McDonald's Coke and walk across the street and get some really good tonkatsu.
You never fought a sumo guy in a bathhouse?
Never fought a sumo guy in a bathhouse. I did snatch a cigarette from a dude when we were in an elevator, and I'm with two very scary elderly gentlemen who are like 6th and 7th degree black belts. And this guy gets on and he's smoking, and the dude next to me, Hirofumi, was like telling him like, "Hey, you're not supposed to smoke." And I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, he's smoking, and you could tell it was bothering the sensei. So I just reached out and I grabbed the cigarette and I threw it down on the ground and just looked at him because I'm much larger than the average Japanese man. And that's the only cool story I got. The rest of it is basically me getting lost, having diarrhea, getting my ass kicked by people half my size, stuff like that.
Good old travel diarrhea.
Oh, good old travel diarrhea. Well, problem is I'm super allergic to fish. Like,
okay.
Super allergic. And then they'll put, they'll use like, I think it's called like dried fish flake as like a base. And it's cooked so it denatures the protein. So it doesn't like, I don't get full anaphylaxis. But man, once it's in, it wreaks havoc on my digestive system. I eat so much fast food when I'm over there because I know exactly what I'm going to get.
At least, yeah, consistency. McDonald's is consistent.
KFC,
so,
dude. KFC.
I had KFC the other day and had KFC forever. I'm just like, I felt like some chicken.
In Japan, it's the shit. KFC is amazing in Japan.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the ancient way is resin-coated wraps rolled in ground glass. Is that the ancient way?
Well, everyone knows about ancient Thai glasswork, right?
So I question that.
Well,
so Jean-Claude was told that he has to, or Jean-Claude Kurt was told that he has to survive 8 rounds.
It's fucking Jean-Claude. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not Kurt. It's Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude is told he has to, fight 8 rounds and, put up a good contest, but not win. So they don't kill his girlfriend and his master and everything like that. So basically the first part of the fight, the final climactic fight, is just him getting his ass kicked. Just getting his ass kicked, like, severely. And there's no fun in that. That's not fun. It's just boring.
Well, you get to make the noise. I have to survive this.
Yeah, he just absorbs punishment left and right.
But the zoom,
You
get the zoom in after he takes a fucking smack. He's sitting there and he staring off like, so the dude's on his left. He stares off to the right, mouth open, always, vibrating like he's trying to shit a peach pit, right? Every single time. It was amazing.
And meanwhile, he's wearing this loincloth, and it's
a little obsessed about the loincloth.
Plum smuggling loincloth. And every time he falls over, you can see his beanbag. And, it's just a little excessive. You don't see his bare ass, though, which is a trademark of JCVD in most of his movies. For the ladies. And guys, if you're into that, for the guys. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yes, there's a lot of that. So his buddy Winston decides to rescue, commando style, the rest of everybody who's held captive, and then he rescues them. And once they show up, he gets the green light to actually fight, and that's when Tong Po forgets how to do anything, and just gets his ass kicked in the worst way, in typical fashion.
Yeah, I have a hard time taking Winston serious.
Yeah.
He doesn't come across as a real kick-ass kind of guy.
He looks like a science teacher or like a social studies teacher. Mr. Winston?
Was it evolution? Just because I'm a teacher don't mean I ain't no pussy.
Yeah, it is really, really bad. The final fight, you're just expecting something awesome, but it is lame.
Very much.
But,
you know what?
But
I was going to say what it. Okay. We've all watched some pro wrestling, right?
Yep.
It's like when Hulk Hogan, rest his stupid racist ass, was just getting his ass kicked, and then all of a sudden his hand comes up.
Yeah, he's got to hulk up,
and he's starting to hulk up. It's all this is Jean-Claude hulked up.
Yep, exactly. They say the White Warrior, whatever it is called.
He's the White Warrior.
White Warrior, yes. There's probably some really bad insult. We call you the White Warrior. And he hulks up.
The Lone Ranger looks up Kimosabi and it means jackass.
Yeah, so he gets Hulkamania is running wild, and there's no vaccination for Hulkamania. He does does his triple kick as he always does. And there's some funny editing, like they couldn't get him the kick right because you can tell they shot it from some different angles and kind of put it together in a weird janky sort of way. Did you notice that the choppy editing and certain things like
Well, and he was known for making contact with his stunt doubles too.
Yeah, and that's why I watched believe it or not, did something during my research. I watched a couple of the story of Jean-Claude Van Damme about what a dickhead he was to stunt doubles or just stunt performers or sparring partners. How he would, never pull his punches and he was knocking people out left and right, especially during no retreat, no surrender.
Yeah.
He hurt somebody pretty severely on the set of Cyborg, and like permanently injured his eye, and he got sued and wound up having to settle out of court with the guy for permanently damaging his eye. And
it's easy to kick someone's ass when you know what they're getting ready to do.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there waiting wide open to let you take your swing and then move with it. It's kind of a bitch move.
Yeah. There was a legend when I was watching stuff about Jean-Claude Van Damme that him and Steven Seagal got into it and that Jean-Claude won, but nobody will confirm or deny that.
I'm going to go with bullshit, just in general. I don't think those are two egos that could have gotten close to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody would want to lose face to each other in any way. You know how people are like, oh man, who would win between Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude, or Bruce Lee and Steven Seagal? And
Steven's ego would win before he got there. Skip.
Even though we've been dogging on this movie, I still enjoyed it to a certain degree because it's so campy and unintentionally hilarious. If you want to see Jean-Claude try to act, to emote, to about his brother's injury and so on.
This is frozen pizza at its finest. It's, you know what? I got home, it's 3 a.m. I'm a little bit drunk. Tombstone pizza's in the deep freeze, blood sports on, or Kickboxer's on. Hell yes. I'm going to cook that pizza, fold it like a taco, watch this movie, and then go to bed and wake up with regrets.
Well, and that's the thing about 1989. So you knew, so it probably came out in video a year later. So 1990, I'm 17. I'm looking at the video store. You know, I'm renting this shit. I'm renting this, and I'm renting Bloodsport. You know, I'm renting Cyborg. I'm just renting all the shit. Jeff Speakman, the perfect weapon.
The perfect weapon. Oh my God. And martial art for fat guys that can't kick.
Well, let's look at, we didn't do critical reception because there's really not any.
I'm not surprised there was any.
The LA Times called it egregiously dull and derided its stereotypes and violence. Deseret News compared it unfavorably to The Karate Kid. 36% Rotten Tomatoes. Metacritic 33%.
What have we got here? From a concrete pillar boogeyman to glass glove justice, Kickboxer blends travelogue grit, canon era chutzpah, and pure JCVD charisma. Critics scoffed, but audiences showed up, and Muay Thai stepped into the global ring.
Really?
Wasn't there a movie that came out soon after that just called Savat, like the French kind of kickboxing?
Yes.
Where the guy would like kick next to glass but not break the glass. And I'm like,
yes.
Wouldn't it be easier to just break the fucking glass? Like, why are you pulling it? Just like kick the glass, bitch. Let's go. Break that glass.
Savat. Saw some internet comment about somebody got beat up on a video or something like that, and I go, man, that guy just got Savat kicked in the nuts. So I always, every time I think of Savat, I just think of, man, that guy got Savat kicked in the nuts. So anytime somebody mentions Savat, that's immediately what I think of.
Well, I really want to see that now, you bastard. Now that's all I can think. Savat kicked in the nuts. Come on. You can't leave it with that.
Oh, there is a subreddit all about like fights and, street fights and stuff like that. And I will fall down the rabbit hole and watch that for like a good hour and feel shitty about myself after watching it. But it's still one of those things you're like, I like to watch people beat each other up. And it's really kind of a primal way to watch it. You're just like, man, this is real people beating the shit out of each other. And
so if we have to watch, like, we're going to talk about fight videos, my favorite one is to watch. They've always got like the weird racist white people that drop the N-word.
Yes.
And then just out of nowhere, somebody just knocks the holy living shit out of them.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the dude, he's getting a drink and they're in a 7-Eleven.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah.
This kid's ranting and he drops it and the guy goes to kick it. And he picked it up before him and then just bitch slapped him with it.
Yeah,
like iced tea or whatever was in that. He just goes everywhere.
Mike's Hard Lemonade to the face. Yeah.
Yeah. Savat kick to the nut and Mike Hard Lemonade to the face.
So I'm going to give you my top 5 Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
Okay.
And we've done episodes on all of them. So obviously it's easy to determine. Number 5, Street Fighter. For me, it was Tuesday. It's not really because of Jean-Claude Van Damme, but he's in it as Colonel Guile, And, I will give you that one. Kickboxer, the one we just talked about, is number 4. It's cheesy fun. You watch it and you're just like Neil said, it's a frozen pizza movie. You watch it and you go, oh my God, I can't believe I spent 93 minutes watching this piece of shit. Put it back in, or give me the Cyborg next, give me Lionheart afterwards. Universal Soldier is number 3. And the aforementioned Hard Target is number 2. But number 1 is Bloodsport. That's the one that put him on the map. It is still one of the most fun, dumb tournament movies of all time.
I'm gonna add 3 more. Nowhere to Run, Death Warrant, Time Cop.
Time Cop. Time Cop. It was like number 6 to me. Yeah.
Lionheart.
Lionheart. Yes.
Yeah. And I think if we've known anything about Jean-Claude Van Damme over the years, is that Jean-Claude Van Damme loves him a tank top.
Yes, he does.
He loves him a tank top, even if it has buckles.
The little suspender buckles on it. Yes.
Suspender buckles on your tank top.
Where did you find that? Karate Magazine.
Maurice, I see you look for the clothes for the movie, but I have found this.
This is amazing.
This, I will dance and fight in this.
Speaking of martial arts magazines, I sent Neil on Instagram a video of a ninja, costume that you could buy. It was like an infomercial for a ninja costume, and.
But wait, who sold it?
Was it Black Belt Magazine?
Century Martial Arts.
Century Martial Arts. Okay.
Where is Century Martial Arts located? Oklahoma City.
Oh, that's funny.
Oklahoma City, the hub of all ninjutsu action in the entire world. Where my mom lives now, between where she lives and going in to take her to the doctor to Oklahoma City, I drive by Century Martial Arts.
That's funny. Oklahoma Ninjas sounds like a good bar band.
Oh God, that could be.
Come see the Oklahoma Ninjas. Yeah.
Instead of a throwing star, they put chewing tobacco and just right at you.
Spit that dip as far as possible. Ugh.
They don't disappear like a herd of horses comes by and kicks up some dust and you're out.
Everybody dipped in high school, or not everybody, but a certain type of people dipped. It was
so disgusting. Yeah. That is so nasty.
Bandits. Remember Skull Bandits?
I remember Skull Bandits.
Now Zen. I guess Zen.
What the fuck is a Zen?
Zen is like a high concentrated nicotine pouch, but you don't spit, as far as I know.
Ew.
But it's I don't know if you swallow it or what.
Yeah, I've heard you would swallow it.
Wow, here we go. Anyway, but it's basically the same concept, but it's not tobacco. It's like a highly concentrated form of caffeine, not caffeine, but nicotine. So,
yeah, I don't get the nicotine at all. Maybe I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there that smoke. Yeah, I don't get nicotine.
I just never got into it either. Yeah,
I never got into it either. Everybody we knew smoked or dipped.
Yeah, smoke or dip.
But I couldn't it was just I couldn't do it. It was gross.
I think after I turned 18, I bought myself a pack of Marlboro Reds, and I think I smoked one. I go, what the fuck? Then I gave them to my stepdad because I knew he smoked Marlboro Reds. And I was like, hey, I did this because I turned 18. He's like, oh, well, what did you think? Didn't like it. Okay.
That is such a fucking Carl moment. I don't think people quite grasp the generic chillness of Carl. Hey, what's going on? Hey, you didn't like that? Oh, whatever. It's fine.
What'd you think? Yeah.
He's still, if I ever open up Facebook, hey, Carl has poked you.
Yeah. He's still the only person I know that pokes people on Facebook.
Yeah. I'll send him stuff every now and then. It's like, hey, Carl, how you doing, man? Mm-hmm. Always send tell Frances hi. Well, even though you spelled her name wrong. Okay, Carl.
Well, that was Kickboxer from 1989. It is fun if you're in a mood for a cheesy late 80s martial arts movie. And Hong Kong was putting out some good stuff during this time. So, but we didn't know that because we didn't have access to it.
Boy, did college change our lives.
Yes, exactly. Film Threat Magazine, college, just being in a bigger area with better video stores and the ability to rent Drunken Master or Drunken Master 2. or Fist of Legend, or
Fist of Legend, Fist of the North Star,
Fist of the North Star. Yeah, when it comes to the anime side of things, and Japanimation.
When's the first time you get to watch Vampire Hunter D and just like couldn't understand what the hell, like why is his hand like that? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's talking to him. It's like, this is so bizarre. I'm kind of digging it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing.
So good.
Well, join us next week for our first and probably only Steven Seagal movie. You could see the anticipation on Neil's face.
Yeah. Neil Team 6, commander of the Gravy Seals.
Don't forget about Screwface.
Man, so fat he won't even get out of chairs anymore to do his fight scenes.
We'll talk a lot about.
He does the same moves over and over and over.
Who did he say he taught this front kick, and there was like a total
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva, yeah.
Anderson Silva. When he used to think like, well, I had to work on this kick for years, and where's the video like, I hit you with that, you're dead. You're dead. You couldn't do anything to hit you with that. You're just dead. I'm like, really though? Really? I think one good leg kick, even in his prime, to his knees, because his knees were garbage. You could see it. His knees were all fucked up. One good leg kick, you're not going anywhere, Stevie.
Master of Bullshido.
And then, oh God, and then how he had to prove that he knew how to handle a grappler for, what was that movie? Where he literally, the guy grapples him and he's sitting there, he's like kicking his legs on him and like throwing elbows and stuff. And I'm like, I don't think that's how that's going to work, Stevie. I fucking hate this.
Even though it's a different movie, probably the best scene of him is in the pool hall in Out for Justice. Anybody see Richie?
Anything stopping you is fear and common sense. So fucking awful.
Let's just a preview. Let's not talk about the good stuff yet. If you want to get a hold of us, rvspodcast222@gmail.com. We're looking for some spooky season movies. The Gate. We haven't done The Gate yet. That's a good one. Good. Pumpkinhead, The Gate, The Fog. We haven't done The Fog. So there's quite a few still on the table that we haven't done yet. So let's
go Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go Pumpkinhead.
Definitely Pumpkinhead. That'll be on the list.
All right. What are we watching next week? My mind is blocking it.
Marked for Death. It's on Tubi.
Screwface gonna. Can I sing the lyrics from his song when he's like, "Gotta get the punani"?
We can do that next week. Especially when we're an hour and 7 minutes into this. So, yeah.
He's such an ass clown. This is going to be so great. He's such a ball bag.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for listening.
Oh, have a better week than we are watching this fucking Steven Seagal movie next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Retro Video Store Podcast.